Hi fellow seamsters, this is your Sewing Sherpa Shauna, and I'm trying this new format for blogging. I think it's called vlogging. Anyhow, makes it so you don't have to read and I don't have to type. So today I was thinking about our really fun sewing social we had yesterday, brought to you by Arizona Social. Yeah, Mona hosted that, and it's social spelled like SEWCIAL. Is that how you spell social? Anyways, and it's like at that or hashtag that. If you're on Instagram, that's basically where they live, is on Instagram. So we had a full house yesterday, and everybody was working on the Carolyn pajamas, which is one that I offered as a class here, and I think I have one more coming up with that. It's actually kind of a challenging, really highly tailored pajamas. Probably not my best choice for a class, but we're going to do it again. And so I was helping some of the people in the meetup yesterday get around some of the tricky points in here, which were the collar and the cuffs. The pattern had some really, I guess they called it fiddly instructions for those, and I thought, I followed them, but they were fiddly and they didn't need to be fiddly. And I was trying to explain to them that, just because it's in here doesn't mean it's the only way to do it. So if you come up across something where you're like, this is not working out for me, it could very well be the pattern. And you don't have to know how to do it. One of my favorite ways is to look at something that's similar. So this pattern had a notched collar with lapel. And so if you had something like that, which I had some pajamas from Target that were a lot like them, and only $25. And I looked at them, and the sewing structure looked the same, but I was like, this is not how I did it when I was, making these for patterns for other people. So one of my other favorite things to do is to look in a book. So I went through all my books, and I have got so many books here, but right here, this is the Reader's Digest Complete Guide to Sewing, and it's one of my very favorite sewing reference books, and I found in collars, under rolled collars, no, actually it was the next page, the previous page. Anyways, right here, yeah, there we go. They're calling this rolled collar. But it had a facing, and I liked how they put it in here a lot better than how they had you do it in the instructions, in the pattern instructions for this. But my very favorite sewing book of all time is this one, Sewing for the Apparel Industry by Claire Schaefer. So when I would send patterns off to be sewn, I would give them what I call a sewing sequence. I didn't tell them how to sew everything exactly like they do in these home sewing patterns. I would just say, this is the order that you need to do this in order to get the results that I'm showing you with my sample. And I would assume that they either had some sort of book like this, or somebody who was really talented at doing the sample sewing. But in a book like this, they show you, like I would switch over here to the, where's my glasses? Set the collar. And so this is a notched tailored collar, which is a lot like what was in the pajamas. And this is exactly how I would do it. And the pattern pieces are the same. The seam allowances are a little bit different. So you don't have to, there's not only just one way of doing it. So I like having reference books just to go hit them and say, is there a better way to do this? Because this is not making very much sense to me. So if you want to see how I've got sewing instructions for this Carolyn pajama on YouTube, like and share and all those other things when you're there. I have them from the lapel on. I didn't do them for the collar portion. I am going to do those again. Isla's going to come in here. We're going to sew up the collar portion. I'll get those up. So it's great reference, for you if you're going to sew the Carolyn pajamas. Have fun sewing.